I am to learn from you, and you are to learn from us. So we come in here, we look at the questions, and we answer them. The world is in trouble. The world is panicking. The world is discovering that there are so many things to be done to succeed. And some don't even know where they will start. They don't know what they are supposed to do to make them to succeed in this present situation and uncertain time. And that is why we are here to be looking at the things to do. Can we mute everybody, please?
Sorry, I'm going to mute everyone, and then you will have to come in. You have to unmute yourself again, please. Thank you. Please unmute yourself and go on, sir.
So they are not aware of what to do. And countries are making new laws. Some of these laws, they are aimed at making business to be easy. Nigeria is not left out of it. Nigeria is making laws and bringing instructions and rules and regulations to make the country easy to deal with in business. And only those who know those laws and the implication of those laws will be able to take advantage of it. We here on this our platform, we are expected to take advantage, to know what the law says, to know the instructions, and prepare ourselves and our business for progress. And I thank you for your coming every time, for your faithfulness in coming to this meeting. This meeting is a free meeting, but it's a very serious meeting. We always have our people here, professionals, to come. Today, I have with me Mrs. Kike Lomo, who is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria with more than 10 years experience as an auditor and more than 20 years as a consultant and accountant. We also have Esther, who is a barrister at law with me. The young Shagro, very vibrant and very up-to-date, doing things, working within the office. Everyone that you have here, they are from our office. They are members of our office, either in Lagos or in Abuja. And then we have the host, Kenny Olubanjo, who is a consultant on SME and training. We also have Mujisola Salau, who helps companies to get funds. Any company that wants to expand, because this is the time for companies to expand and take position that is being left by foreign companies. Nigerian companies have to build themselves up and take positions and move into the space that has been left by the foreign companies. Importation is becoming unattractive now in terms of the dollar, in terms of the procedure to go and travel, in terms of quarantine and all that things. So if you can get money to increase your business, it's better for you to do it so that you will take over in Nigeria, and then you have the export to West African countries and then to other African countries. This is an opportunity that is open now. It will not be there forever. The money is there. Government has made arrangement for the development banks to do that. And the opportunities are there. People are not doing it from abroad, so you can take it. And that's why we, in Grow Your Business, we are coming around to tell you what the law says and how can you take advantage of the law. And you need to bring your friends. We don't want you to come here alone. We want to bring your friends. We want our country to be helped. We want our youth to be encouraged and to enable them earn income in their country. We don't want them to be leaving the country because they have nothing to do. We want them to be in their country, contributing towards the growth of the country and being satisfied and happy. You and I have that responsibility towards our nation, towards making this country to be self-sufficient in its own business, in its own economy, so that we will not be going to depend on other economies for us to get the things we need. Little things, we go out to go and import them. That should stop. We can do this thing and you can do it. I can assure you that you can do it. All you need to do is to know what to do and how to do it. Therefore, when we come here, we say it. And if you have any topic that you want us to treat, you can send it to us. We will look at it, examine it. If we need to just do it the way you have said it, we'll do so. If we need to modify it, we'll modify it. And then we'll come and discuss with it. Our goal is for all of us to grow. Our goal is for us to remove fear so that none of the people that are coming to this program has fear. You have no fear. You don't participate in recession. You move forward. You restart the world and will become one of the leaders. And you live a richer life. The present situation should not hold you back. That is what we want. And that is what will happen. Because as you are here, you will continue to interact with professionals. You continue to interact with successful business people like you. And then the whole thing will continue to go on. So on my list, I will first of all call Esther, who is a lawyer, because we are looking on one particular act, not two. If you look at the topic as written there, questions and answers to assist your business arising from the newly enacted Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMA. It's just one company, one law, it's the company law. For those who go to the polytechnic or the university or the professional courses, you have to do what is called company law. So that is the one we are looking at. They have just signed it this year. And there are so many things that are involved. And you need to know and you need to move forward. So that is where we are. And it's a matter of questions. So I'm going to ask the first question, and Esther will help us ask this thing. So the first question is this: how many people can register a company under the new CAMA? How many people can register a company under this new CAMA? Barrister Esther, can you please tell us?
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the question. Under the new CAMA 2019 or 2020, it's now possible and permissible to establish a private company with only one member or shareholder. Unlike before, that a company cannot be registered with a member. You must have at least two. But presently, the new CAMA allows us to register with one person, meaning one director, one shareholder.
So, which means I can be the chairman and also the managing director of the company, and I'm the only one owning it. Just
Yes,
like an individual is owning in the business registration. Is that what it means?
that's what it means, sir.
Okay. So the advantage is for me now, I'll be having the benefit of having a sole proprietorship combined with that of having my limitation of my liabilities together.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
can I, what is the authorized share capital? Authorized, the spelling of authorized here is wrong. What is the authorized share capital now?
Okay, now there is no longer authorized share capital. What we have now is minimum share capital. Previously, the CAMA permits authorized share capital. You either 1 million. For private companies, I know it was 1 million, and for public limited, it was about 500 million or something like that. But presently now, that has been erased. There's no more minimum, there's no more authorized share capital. Now it is minimum share capital, what the members, what the direct shareholders can afford. They are no longer putting a limitation on what the shareholders can afford.
So that means the shareholders are the ones that will determine what is minimum for them.
Yes, with the fair implication on business as per shares, sure, not needed at a specific. Because most times some people will just have to do 1 million when that's not needed as at that time. Because some businesses are just growing, so they really don't need 1 million share capital. So what the newcomer has done now is replaced authorized share capital with minimum share capital with fair implication on businesses.
Okay. Is Kika with us?
Yes, she is.
Kika? Hello, Kika? Hello, Kika? Hello, Kika, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
I think she has gone, maybe the network.
Okay. Okay, let's go
Okay,
on
I'm
with our-
here. I don't know.
Did you hear what she said? He said there is no more authorized share capital, but it's a minimum share capital. Supposing I decide to just put my minimum share capital at 100,000, is there any effect on it in financially for me and my company?
Thank you, sir. If you have a minimum share capital of 100,000, the meaning of share capital is the amount of the money you have brought into the business.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 100,000 as your minimum share capital, and that is what you have in your business, you may start with that. But on the long run, if your business starts expanding, it may not be good enough for you because it shows that you only have 100,000 as the capital that the owners have in that business. And the financial implication is that you may not be able to get some jobs, some contracts, and some jobs with government or to get some loans in bank because you are considered as having too low share capital.
Okay. So the implication, part of the implication is that if you have only 100,000 share capital and you want to expand your company to a business of about 3 million and you have only 100,000, the people who are going to give you loan, they may say you should have an investment of nothing less than 20% or 30% in the company. And if it is only 100,000, it's not up to 10%. 10% of 3 million is 300. So if you want to have it to be that 3 million business, by the time you look at all the machines that you are going to put, it means your share capital should not be less than 900,000. But in your company, you have only 100. So it will limit you. What it will mean is that it will limit you the amount of money you will get. And if you approach me now and you have only 100,000 in your company and you ask me to come and invest in the company, you ask me to bring 200,000. If I bring 200,000, it means I'm bringing more than you. I now own the company because you will now be owning 1/3 of the company. I own 2/3. So I will be the Oga of the company. So you need to look at that before you will fix the minimum of your capital. And as Kike said, if you have only 100, what it means is that you can start with the 100, especially when you are just doing the business by yourself. You are not looking for somebody to come and invest his money in it, and you are not looking for loan from somewhere else. So it's okay for you. You can start with it. But as you want to expand, or you want to go and borrow money, or you want to ask people to come and invest in it, you may need to increase the capital, share capital. Okay, thank you very much. Now, Esther, can I find my annual returns online? And how long does it take?
Okay. The new act, but I would like to say this now so that people won't start coming. The act has been signed into law, but it has not been gazetted yet. There is no commencement date yet. And a act or law that does not have a commencement date in Nigeria has actually is not yet fully enforced. We have all those provisions there already, but they are not yet fully enforced. I have to put that because I know some of us might start calling us now to ask about how we can do this online and all of that. Yes, presently the new act allows us to file it allows the new normal by providing electronic filing, electronic share transfer, electronic meetings for private companies, which means you can file your annual returns, you can file your change of directors, your increase in share capital, your share transfer online. And the Corporate Affairs Commission has been given the power to give the period, the timeline at which all of that would come out, but they have not done that yet. So I won't be able to specifically say when the timelines for those processes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
My company is a small company. Must I have auditors?
Okay. The new CAMA actually has provided that small firms or companies with single shareholders are exempted from appointing auditors at their AGM to audit financial records of the company. That is what the newcomer has said. But
Hello, can I add to that? Okay.
You can go ahead, man. It's your field.
Okay, considering the issue of auditors, there has been so many controversies here and there, because the same government is saying the FRS Establishment Act says all companies must file returns. Either you are a small company, or a big company, or you are a large company, they must file their tax returns to the government, to FRS at the end of each year. And then what you are filing should be an account that is signed and sealed by an auditor. So if CAMA is saying a small company should not have auditors, and FRS Establishment Act and the Company Income Tax Act is saying all companies must file annual returns, annual tax returns, which must be signed by an auditor. So that I will advise that, so that I will not be caught up in any of these laws that is contradictory. It's better we just do the normal, by which we have an auditor and we file our returns, because no FRS office will take an unaudited account from you as your returns for the year. You must be signed by an auditor. So if the auditor, the FRS will ask you to bring an audited account, audited financial statement at the end of the year before you can render your annual returns, then you need to just do the needful by getting an auditor. That's just my own opinion about that. Thank you.
Okay. So the implication now is that it's not compulsory for me. I can stay without having an auditor. But if I want peace of mind for myself, I will need to get an auditor when I want to file my returns. And then we'll discuss it. We'll discuss what the auditor will charge me and what I will pay to the auditor. But it's not compulsory that I should get an auditor for myself. But the auditor, the tax people, if they don't get my account, they will give me a best of judgment assessment, because they will not accept a document that is not signed by a third party. And the third party that they represent, that they recognize, is an auditor that has been licensed to do so. If you bring your account and it's not signed by that type of auditor, they will give you a best of judgment assessment, and the tax will be high on you. It will now be your duty to go and be asking them that thing is not correct. Then they will either come and do an audit in your place, or they will ask you to go and bring an audited account. So it's in order not to figure out something that you cannot handle, it's better for you to maintain a status quo of having an auditor that will help you to file this thing, so that you can concentrate on your business while the auditor will be sorting out issues of tax filing and tax audit. Okay. Can my company hold an AGM online? Esther?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, a company can now hold, that's a public limited company, because they are the ones that they really give the burden is on to hold AGMs. They can now hold it online because the law has put into play the new normal, where people won't be gathered in large numbers anymore. So the new normal, the new law now has allowed companies rather to be able to hold their AGM online.
So do I need a company secretary at any time? Whether when the company is to be registered or after it has been registered, do I need a company secretary?
Presently, with the newcomer, appointment of the company secretary is now optional for private companies, but mandatory for only public limited companies. It is mandatory for public limited companies.
So I can file the returns by myself and sign it.
Yes, any of the directors.
So if I am the only director and the only shareholder, I can also be the secretary and sign it.
Yes, that has actually even been in existence now, even before the newcomer. Now directors can sign as secretary. Even presently, a director can be the secretary instead of appointing a secretary. That is for limited liability, not public limited companies.
Okay, thank you. How many companies can I have shares in, and how many companies can I be a director in?
For shares, you can have shares in as many companies as you want, but for being a director, the newcomer prohibits a person from being a director in more than 5 public limited companies at a time. So if you want to be a director in a public company, the maximum is 5.
Okay. But what are private companies?
I think private company you can, because most of them, their shares are not on the stock. They are not in the stock market, so you can be a director in a private company.
Okay.
And the law specified public companies.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will want to ask a few questions from Kike Lomo, or if she wants to say some things briefly, answer 1 or 2 questions.
Okay.
Next slide, please. So let's just look at this first question. As a new business owner, what am I supposed to do regarding tax compliance?
Yes, sir. Thank you. As a business owner, there are some compliances you need to put in place regarding taxes. The first one should be that you should register your corporate entity with the Corporate Affairs Commission. If you are not registered yet, you only run a business, you should register your business with the CAC, and then you will get a TIN, a tax identification number. Now it is very easier. It is easier, unlike before, that you have to apply for TIN. Now, once you are getting your CAC registration certificate, your TIN number and the tax office that has been affiliated to your company will be sent to you to your phone, either through SMS or through email. It will have been sent to you within 2 weeks of you getting your registration with CAC. Another thing you must do is that you must file and remit value-added tax. You are supposed to register for value-added tax within six months of registering your business. So you are liable to file VAT and withholding tax at the nearest FRS office. So you should register for VAT and start filing. Then the next thing you must do is that you must make sure that after registering for VAT, you also make sure that most people only do VAT. They only go and remit VAT, file VAT. Most times they forget about withholding taxes. And when tax audit comes, they will now be running scatter. So 21st day of every month is the deadline for registering for payment of withholding tax and value-added tax. Then now it is very easy to get tax clearance certificate online. So once you have already done the necessary things by registering with tax authorities, filing your VAT and WHT every month, you can get your tax clearance certificate online. Just apply online. Even now, you can file for value-added tax and withholding tax every month online. Everything is now online. Then at the end of each year, 6 months after each year, you're supposed to render your company income tax returns. Either you're a small company, you're a big company, you are a middle company, a medium company, you're supposed to render your company income tax returns. Small company will just render nil returns, while medium companies will render at 20%, large company will render at 30%. So at the end of each year, by 6 months after your year end, you are supposed to register, you're supposed to file your company income tax returns. Then for new companies, your first annual returns, your first company income tax returns is going to be 18 months after your registration. So it's either 18 months after your registration or any date that you think. But from the first day of your commencement of business till the 18 months after you commence business, you are supposed to register, you're supposed to file your company income tax returns. So these are the compliances that you need to do regarding taxes as a new business owner. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, my second question. I have a small company who buys raw materials from bigger companies and they charge VAT on the raw material. How can I recoup the VAT I pay since I am exempted from VAT?
Yes, small companies have been exempted from value-added taxes, but this is a major problem with most small companies because what they are their raw materials, they are buying them from big companies who charge them VAT. So once you are being charged VAT, that's why we told people that although the tax law says you should not render as a small business, as a small company, you should not render VAT returns every month, but we are advising that you render the VAT returns because you would have had VAT input, that is the VAT you have paid on your raw materials that you are buying from big companies, and they have render new returns or something. Once you have already made once you have already at the end of each month, you know how much you have paid as VAT on the raw materials you have bought in the month. What you are going to do is take the VAT form, fill the form, put the amount of purchases you have made in that month, and put the amount of VAT you have paid, and then you file it. And then every month as I submitted, let's say last month you submitted a VAT input of 20,000 naira. This month you have bought another raw materials and you have paid VAT on it. Add it up. Let it be that you are adding it up every month. You are accumulating it every month. You said VAT on used. You have not used it all this while. You put it. That is the brought forward of the VAT input. Put the ones you have bought this month also. Add it together. Continue accumulating it so that by the time you reach 25 million naira threshold and you need to pay your VAT, you will now start using that VAT input to negate how much you're supposed to pay as a VAT. But if you don't do that, those money may be lost and then you will not be able to recoup it. So that's how to do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Esther, what is the what to say? So what is no Kike? What is a small company? What's a medium company? What's a large company?
Okay, for a small company, the Finance Act 2020 has categorized all companies in Nigeria into 3 major categories. Those are the small company, medium company, or large company. So when we say a small company is the company that has made only from 0 naira to 25 million naira in a year as revenue. If your turnover in a year is up 25 million naira, you are considered a small company. Medium companies and those small companies are not liable to pay value-added tax, company income tax, and education tax in any year. But the medium companies are companies that have a turnover from 25 million naira to 100 million naira. So those ones are liable to pay company income tax at 20%. And then they are also going to pay value-added tax at 7.5% and every other taxes. While large companies are companies that have revenue or turnover that is beyond 25 million, that is from 100, beyond 100 million, sorry. So from 100 million upwards, you are going to pay 30% as company income tax and every other taxes. So that is the difference between medium company, large company, and small companies in Nigeria.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look at this question. I was given a tax clearance of 3 years in 2017, covering 2017, 2018, 2019. 3 years coverage. After this, what is my tax return like? What will be the tax return? What will it be like? That will be 2018, 2019, 2020.
Okay. For you have been given the tax clearance for 2018, 2019, 2020. If I'm correct.
No, it has been given 3 years, 2017, 2018, 2019.
2019. Okay.
After this,
so
what is my tax clearance like?
Okay, your tax clearance shows that you have paid all self-assessment taxes, self-assessed taxes from 2017, 2018, and 2016. You know, the government tax year is different from
2019.
No, because he said it's 2017, 18, and 19.
Okay. Yes.
So that means you have already paid. Your accounting year is different from the government tax year. Your government tax year is always December of every year. So it's always 1 year ahead of what the accounting year end is. So that means that tax clearance you have collected means you have paid taxes for 2016, 2017, and 2018. So that means you are having 2019 taxes unpaid as at now. So if you got that tax clearance, it means you have already paid all the self-assessed taxes. That does not mean you will not still, they may not still come and say they want to do tax audit for you. But that means you have already paid all self-assessed taxes in form of the withholding tax, value-added tax, and the company income tax for those 3 years. You are compliant for those 3 years. That's the meaning of that tax clearance. So subsequently, you need to file returns for, that means you have not filed returns for 2019. If you have done it, good. But once you file the one for 2019, you will now be issued another tax clearance if after application for 2018, 2019, and 2020. So I think I've answered your question. I hope.
All right. So now let us thank you very much. We'll still continue. Let's hear Moji. Let's Moji make a presentation to us. Moji with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please make your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As usual, I'm going to talk about money. One of my name is Udi. Udi means money. Owo. So let's talk about money. And I'm very happy today because one of my clients, the equipment he requested from Bank of Industry was approved and delivered to his office today. He's an optician. So he sent a message to me and he was very, very grateful. He said, you remember when he came to our office, we told him, you get the money. Just follow our rules. And he did, and he got the money. So I'm going to talk about the money again, because that is my own area of specialty. I'm going to talk about two friendly loans. I'll talk about the NIRSAL loan. Adebola Shobanjo Company Limited, that's our company, is one of the accredited EDIs of NIRSAL Microfinance Bank. Next slide, please. So the NIRSAL Microfinance Bank give a loan to business sectors. I'll mention the specified sectors. They give loan up to 10 million naira. That's the maximum loan to them for them to start their business, to grow and expand their businesses. Then I would like you to know that NIRSAL Microfinance Bank has about 56 branches in every part of Nigeria as of today. And these are the sectors that NIRSAL covers: information technology, creative, arts, industrial, agricultural, manufacturing, and hospitality industries, automobile services, catering and event management, welding and fabrication, electrical and electronics, POP and tiling, carpentry, masonry, publishing, health services, fashion and dressmaking, apparels and textiles, animal husbandry, and media. These are the benefits of the NIRSAL loan. The interest rate is set as a single digit, which is 5% per annum. The loan amount is 10 million naira maximum. The repayment period is up to 7 years, and they give 6-month moratorium. And this is how to access the NIRSAL Microfinance Bank loan. Number 1, attend 5 days entrepreneurship training. Number 2, prepare a business plan. And number 3, fill your online loan application form and submit. And within 1 month of your after submission, you'll be invited for an interview. So for your information, our next NIRSAL training will start from next week, Monday 19 to Friday, 23rd October 2020. So I am expecting referrals from all my people. Now I'm going to talk about the Bank of Industry loan. Also, our company, Adebola Shobanjo, is one of the BDSP of NIRSAL Bank of Industry. We are in the national category. National category means we can process loan for prospects from any part of Nigeria. These are some of the BOI Managed Funds. They have the BOI through CBI Intervention Fund. They have Cassava Bread Fund. They have Fashion and Beauty Products. They have the Nollywood Fund, the Solar Energy, Automotive Fund, Solar Mineral. We have the local content. There's Dangote Fund and many others. We also have some state funds. Who can access the BOI loan? Small, medium, and large enterprises can access it. New and existing companies seeking expansion, modernization, or diversification can also access the Bank of Industry loan. The borrowers with no record of unpaid loan to SY Development Financial Institution and other banks. The BOI loan is in 2 categories. Category 1, you can access from 1 million to 10 million naira. For the category 1, you don't need collateral, just 2 guarantors. Then we have the category 2. This is a loan above 10 million to 1 billion. The maximum loan you can access from Bank of Industry is 1 billion naira loan. If you fall into this category or you want to tap the opportunity embedded in this category, then you will be one of the top players in your industry. Next slide, please. These are the loan details for the Bank of Industry. The loan is from 10 million naira to 1 billion naira. Repayment period also is up to 6 years, but this depends on the loan amount. The interest rate is 9% for the equipment and 13% for the working capital. 6-month moratorium also, Bank of Industry will give you. So if you need any of these 2 friendly loans, please contact us on any of the 3 numbers on the screen: 080-7726-9019, 080-77177039. You can reach me, Moji, on 080-7463-5755. And you can also get more details on our website, www.shobanjointernational.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Moji.
Thank you very much, sir.
The people talking about Kika talking about the tax issues, she needs people to ensure that they keep adequate record. They keep adequate record, and in the present world, most things are done online.
Yes, sir.
Most things are done online, and there's someone here who will talk to us about how can we make our records, how can we do our records while we are facing our business, because business is very difficult now. Most entrepreneurs don't have the time to go and sit down to be keeping records, especially those who are not having more than 2 or 3 people in their organization. Even those who have up to 4 or 5, they concentrate more on marketing and the collection of the money because it's difficult to get money now from people. So the FB is going to talk to us about how we can get our business going, and we will use automation to do it. So FB, can you please make a presentation to us?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm AB, the Technical Business Executive here. I would like to speak on the automation for your business. What exactly is automation? Automation, as I just said, is using the internet, using computer services for easier workflow in an organization or even in your own as an individual. The benefits of automation in today's world and how these products can help you. Like I said, there's improvement. There's room for improvement. It lowers operating costs. It improves worker safety, reduce factory lead times, ability to be more competitive with other organizations you're on the lead, increase production outputs, the results, you can see increase in your results, reduce need for outsourcing. You do not need to bring in more people, as Dr. said, you do not need to bring too many people. You can easily do it by integration. Yes, easy integration. Maximize labor. Yes, it's easily done. You are assigned people to do individual things and everything is automated in the organization, the workflow. Then consistency and improved parts of production and quality. Next slide, please. Now, the benefits of our software products. You have smart and cost-effective business management, take control of all business operations, get a holistic picture of your business, automation banking, where you don't need to go to the bank personally or physically. You can access your bank parastatals, your bank your bank interface on the comfort of using your phone in your home. Track inventory in real time. You can know where your resources are going to. Transparency and good basis for decision making. It's easier to make decisions with management and with those high up on the level of the organization. Then you have the workflow and portfolio planning, personal responsibilities and tracking, flexible cloud-based project portfolio, intelligent sales and marketing. Like I say, sales and marketing, when you talk of being intelligent, you put in the needs of technology into your sales and marketing, and it's easier for everybody. You can see it just flowing. You don't need to work. For instance, if you want to send a proposal, you don't need to go to a physical organization with just going physically there. You can do it for the need of your phone or through emails, website and all manner of Zoom calls and all of that. Now you have proactive customer service. Your customer base is improved. And when people see that you have good customer ethics, good customer service ethics, they want to patronize you more. They want to come and be a part of what they see you have a good customer service presentation and management. So they want to, patronize you and see they can trust you as someone, as an organization that is always there for them. Next slide, please. Who needs these products? SMEs need these products. Pharmaceutical companies need them. FMCGs need them. Superstores need them. Oil and gas industries, healthcare centers. You can mention more that need these softwares. It's just a matter of getting the requirements of what you need and then putting it into a demonstration, and it's boom, it's there for you, and you can access it, from the ease of your home or the ease of your organization. Thank you. Next slide, please. Now, we can help automate your business with our products. Our products include Sage Accounting Software, Zoho Products, Microsoft 365, Enterprise Mobility Suite, Project Online, SharePoint, Power BI, Microsoft Dynamics 365. Next slide, please. Whom to contact? You can contact me. That is my name, Ebanehita, on 080-772-56889. You can contact Madam Fumi on 080-772-69019. And our email address is digital@shobanjointernational.com. Thank you so much for your time. Do have a great day, and answers and questions will be asked too. Thank you.
Thank you, Ebanehita. Thank you for the presentation. Now we will open the house for questions now. Questions and answers. So if you have questions, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Do you have any question? Okay, while we are looking at it, let us look at the questions that are in the chat box. My company is a hospital and I started business in June 2019. Which taxes do I pay? All my suppliers that are to pay withholding tax supply medical equipment. Please, in total, what taxes do I pay? I was given a tax clearance of 3 years, 2017, 2018, 2019. After this, what is my tax return like? It is that person we answered the question partially before. Kike? Hello, Kike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
The man we answered this question before, his name is from Ashaolu. He says, my company is a hospital and I started business in June 2019. Which taxes do I pay? All my suppliers that are to pay withholding tax supply medical equipment. Please, in total, what taxes do I pay? I was given a tax clearance of 3 years, 2017, 2018, and 2019. After this, what is my tax return like?
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, regarding the hospital business, you operate an hospital, and I'm sure you must have been doing some things because you have already been given tax clearance of 3 years. That means you are compliant in some ways. But in any ways, as a hospital concern, as someone running an hospitality business, your kind of business is exempted from value-added tax. Your consultation and drugs fees are all exempted from value-added taxes. So you are not going to pay value-added taxes. We're supposed to pay withholding taxes. But when you're saying your suppliers are paying withholding taxes on your behalf, well, for supplies, if you are being supplied, if they supply you anything, if you are being supplied any goods or any drugs, you are supposed to be the one paying them and deducting withholding taxes from the money you are paying to them if you are being supplied. So you are supposed to pay the withholding taxes from the money you are paying to them, go to deduct withholding taxes and pay over to the government using their own thing. And once you pay, you will go and you will give them their credit notes and shows that you have already paid on their behalf. And then, so that one is very common among those that are in the hospital industry. You will pay, mostly they pay withholding taxes. And then another one is you must file your company income tax returns every year. You also file education tax returns, although they are filed together. So even the issue of small companies, large companies, and medium companies also apply to you. If your revenue or your turnover is not over 25 million naira, you may not pay taxes. That is company income tax and education taxes. You're supposed to pay in the past. You are supposed to be paying these figures after you have gotten your profit for the year. That is all your income minus all your expenses. Then you now complete the taxes to be paid. So the tax returns to render are basically for you, specifically for you, supposed to render withholding tax returns every month. Supposed to render, we're also going to render company income tax and education tax returns at the end of each year. So those are the basic returns supposed to do for the federal government taxes. Then for state government taxes, you know about the PAYE, PAYE, and then that is for directors and for the staff. Then of course, business development levy and business premises levy and development levy are also there to be paid at 5,000 naira per year. So those are the returns supposed to be making to the tax authorities monthly and yearly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. This is for Muji. Please, can I apply for NIRSAL loan and BOI loan at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. They can, sir.
Then this one is for Muji also. No, this one is for Kike. My question is, if a company is established via a government loan, please, can you explain the share capital since the owner took loan from the government? Also, how can that same company deal with the tax payment?
Okay, I think the person is mixing it up. Your capital structure will consist of loan and owner's equity. So if you establish your company through loan, through government loan, that means you have your company is highly geared. That means you have more of loan, more of debt in your business than capital. There's no how you will register a company, or if it is a limited liability company, there's no why you not have equity. That is the share capital, the capital that the company, the owners are bringing into the business. But that particular name, that particular nomenclature is abused in Nigeria, that we just go to CAC, register a company with some share capital, and the owners will not physically bring the money into the business. So if you have not brought in that your own equity, your own money to the business, no matter how small, even 100,000, 200,000, whatever the amount, it should form part of the capital of that business. So there is no limited liability company that will run basically on loan, because there must be a part of equity, which is the owner's capital that they are bringing into the business. So that one is about that. Then the minimum, the share capital that he was talking of, that how does he? I don't get the. Okay, the question is saying he opened the business with he started business with government loan. How does he now render taxes? Yes, after once you have been able to understand that aspect, that you're supposed to bring in your own money into the business, which is your own share capital into the business, then you're supposed to render all other taxes that I have mentioned in the past, before, even in this seminar and the ones we have done in the past. The company income tax, education tax, withholding taxes, value-added taxes, if you have reached the threshold, value-added taxes, and then the Lagos state or state government, whichever state your business is, state government taxes, you pay all those ones. So you're supposed to be rendering all these taxes after you have started the business, and then you also pay the interest on the loan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see the thing, whether you use loan to start business or use equity, once you make profit, you must pay tax. That is the case, except the business is not, it's still a small business. Once it goes beyond 25 million naira and you make profit, you will pay tax. Whether it is loan you use, you will take the interest. The interest that is on that loan will be allowed and will be charged. Okay, so it's almost our time now. We want to close. We thank you for coming to this meeting. We thank you for your questions, and we are grateful to you for making it another good day. And I will hand you over to the host now. And once again, try to invite people so that other people will come in and learn from us, and together we move forward. Thank you very much. Hand over back to the host.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to say a very big thank you to all our facilitators today. And I would like to inform us that next week, on this program, the topic is going to be COVID-19, 10 strengths required for your business to succeed and expand. in a period of economic uncertainty. It's going to be on by 1 o'clock Nigerian time. And we have the meeting links here, but this link also will be posted on WhatsApp, and it will be on Facebook. And if your name is not on our WhatsApp group and you are joining us for the very first time, kindly leave your name, your phone number, and your email in the chat box. We'd like to say a very big thank you to you all. And we have phone numbers here. You can visit our website, www.shobanjointernational.com. We have for the ICT, digital@shobanjointernational.com. And we have these numbers. Moji has requested for referrals. Some of you are here, you've attended the NIRSAL training and probably also have gone for your interviews. Send referrals, send people, other business people that can benefit so that they can also be part of the program. We wish to say a very big thank you to you all for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you. I have
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, I have Hill Shaw Clinic Abuja. We're going to add you, and also Charles Ebuno will add you. Florence, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Once again, if you are joining us for the first time, someone invited you, kindly leave your phone numbers here and your email with your names so that we can add you and you can get details of the meetings from time to time. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. Thank you.